Hold on to your seats, Canucks Nation. A recent decision by a prominent player could set the stage for a dramatic offseason. With speculation heating up, the implications for the team's future are enormous. Are we about to see a trade that sends shockwaves through Vancouver? Join me as we unravel the latest developments and what they could mean for our beloved Canucks. Brock Boeser has reportedly turned down a substantial 5-year contract offer from the Vancouver Canucks, which has left fans buzzing with speculation about his future. The Canucks put forth a proposal with an annual average value of $8 million, totaling $40 million over the 5 years. But Boeser, the talented goalscorer who netted 40 goals last season, is seeking a longer-term deal. It's understandable, considering that as a free agent, he could likely secure a 7-year contract with a similar AAV. This situation is tricky. It raises the question, does this mean a trade is on the horizon? As a passionate Canucks fan, I feel a mix of hope and anxiety. Boeser is a crucial part of our roster, consistently contributing between 25 to 30 goals each season. His potential to shine is undeniable, but I can't help but wonder if the Canucks are doing enough to keep him happy and in Vancouver. Will the front office take this opportunity to pivot toward a different direction? Honestly, I'm torn on this. On one hand, I want to see Boeser remain a Canuck, but on the other, I understand the business side of the sport. If he's looking for a longer commitment, can the Canucks afford to let him walk? Meanwhile, the situation surrounding Gustav Nyquist from the Nashville Predators adds another layer of drama. The Predators are holding Nyquist out of their lineup, and reports suggest that the Minnesota Wild might be interested in acquiring him. This move has raised eyebrows and sparked conversations about potential trades. If the Wild are indeed in talks for Nyquist, it could signal a shift in strategy not only for Nashville, but also impact the Canucks indirectly, depending on how the trade market shapes up. Scott Laughton of the Philadelphia Flyers is also generating buzz with his recent social media activity. He posted a rather intriguing photo that many are interpreting as a hint towards a possible trade. According to reports, the Flyers are open to listening to offers for Laughton, who is a versatile player and an alternate captain. The speculation around him is intense, especially with the asking price reportedly being a first-round pick or its equivalent in prospects. It makes you think, if the Flyers are in a rebuilding phase, could they be looking to shake things up significantly? As a fan, the uncertainty surrounding these players and potential trades can be exhilarating yet nerve-wracking. It feels like we're on the brink of something big, but what that will be is anyone's guess. The Canucks have a crucial decision to make regarding their future, and every move they make will impact not only the team's performance on the ice, but also the hopes and dreams of us, the fans. With Boeser's contract situation looming large, it's essential for the organization to weigh their options carefully. If they let him go and he thrives elsewhere, it could haunt the team for years to come. Yet, if they commit to him with a long-term deal, it could solidify our core for the future. These are decisions that will shape the landscape of our team, and I really want to hear your thoughts. The trade deadline is looming, and it feels like the pressure is mounting for the Vancouver Canucks, especially concerning Brock Boeser. With less than a week to go, we're seeing the Ottawa Senators stepping into the fray, making a push for our talented winger. It's a situation that's left many of us Canucks fans feeling a mix of anxiety and anticipation. Brock Boeser has been a name on the trading block for a while now, and while he's been linked to various teams, the Senators are emerging as a serious contender for his services. Frank Saravalli from Daily Faceoff reported on a 5-year, $8 million per season offer from the Canucks to Boeser. However, it seems the 28-year-old is looking for a longer commitment, which is understandable. He's been a key player for our team, and it's tough to see him potentially moving on when the negotiations seem to be at a standstill. The clock is ticking, and the likelihood of Boeser being with another NHL team by next Friday at noon Pacific time is growing. Cam Robinson from Elite Prospects mentioned that not only the Senators, but also teams like the Los Angeles Kings and the New Jersey Devils are showing interest. And let's not forget about the Minnesota Wild, his hometown team. Could they somehow pull off a deal? The salary cap is a significant hurdle there, but I wouldn't be completely shocked if they tried to make it happen. In terms of performance, Boeser has played 42 games this season, racking up 36 points with 18 goals and 18 assists. While that's not quite up to his 40-goal, 73-point campaign from last season, he remains a valuable asset for any competitive team eyeing a playoff push. the Canucks have only 2 games left before the deadline, which makes this a critical moment for the organization. As a passionate fan, I can't help but feel torn about the potential trade. On one hand, I recognize the business side of things. If the team believes that moving Boeser could bring back valuable assets or help retool the roster for the future, it's hard to argue against that. But on the other hand, Boeser has been a core part of this team and has given us so many memorable moments. The thought of him wearing another jersey is genuinely unsettling. What does this mean for the future of our beloved Canucks? If Boeser is traded, it could signal a more significant shift in the team's strategy. Perhaps it's time for a full rebuild, or maybe they're looking to make some moves to position themselves better for a playoff run. But every time we lose a player of Boeser's caliber, it raises questions about the direction the organization is headed. It's a balancing act between competing now and planning for the future, and I know I'm not the only fan who's wrestling with these thoughts. So, I'm reaching out to you, Canucks Nation. Do you think trading Boeser is the right move? Honestly, I'm torn. I want to see our team succeed, but I also want to see players like Boeser in Canucks colors for years to come. What are your thoughts? Should we hold on to him and hope for the best? Or is it time to let him go and embrace a new chapter? I genuinely want to hear your opinions down below. Let's engage in this conversation. How do you feel about the potential trade? And what do you think it means for our hopes of making a deep playoff run this season? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the latest updates on the Vancouver Canucks. And be sure to activate that notification bell so you don't miss any news as we navigate this critical moment in our franchise's history. The next week is going to be a wild ride, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds.